Right, we've actually got an extra day with the HTC HD2, so we're lucky enough to be able to just go through a few things that we've covered earlier in earlier videos. For example, we've got the another look at the headphones. There we go, with the 3.5mm audio cable. They also double up as hands-free kit, and you've also got in here a power adapter. There it is with the USB connector on the back, on the top rather, should I say, and that plugs into the, it comes in this green box. I presume HTC will be selling the phone in a sort of a similar sized box. I think they've tried to keep the box as small as possible, really, to reflect the fact that the phone isn't as big as you may think. Here's the micro USB connector with the USB at one end. That bit there goes into your power adapter or your PC, and this goes into the bottom of the handset like that, and that charges it and synchronizes it with your computer and your contacts, etc. So here's the HTC HD2. I'll just show you once again how we get the back off. Here's the camera with the dual LED flash. Let's just see if we can get that flash to light up. As you can see there, it's cloudy again. Clouds scooting past there on the sky. If we change our location, oops, there we go, let's change the location now. Add a location, and we'll put in, let's see what the weather's like in London. There we go, London, United Kingdom. It's just searching that, and it's very clear. As you can see, it's gone clear. So I'm going to add that in. I'm going to add in another location, and I'm going to add in somewhere sunny. Let's put in Barbados. I'm going to guess that it's going to be quite sunny there. Let's put in Bridgetown in Barbados. Hopefully, ooh, it's only 29 degrees Celsius, but as you can see, sunny with partial cloud, which of course in Barbados means there's going to be 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 clouds in the whole day. So that's the weather, and we can do funky stuff like rearranging the locations, change to Fahrenheit, change how often it updates, and whether to download the data whilst roaming. A quick look on the camera then. Let's take a photo. We're just going to, here's that photos and videos screen that we saw earlier, and that flicks around when you rotate the handset around. It's very slick indeed. Sort of doesn't do anything when you shake it, but anyway, let's get the camera fired up. Now, automatic flash, I'm going to choose just do a flash all the time. You can see this is going to freak out the camera here. We've got the flash on there. So let's take a picture of Thomas the Tank Engine here with the flash on. Automatic focus, the flash goes even brighter. Obviously we've got light already in this room, so we don't need the flash, but the dual LED flash works very well, and it gets even brighter when you're taking a photo. I'm just going to turn that off because it's freaking out this video recording. So we can see the photos that we've taken in the photos and videos application. We can press on each photo and slide through. We can do the double multi-touch zoom to zoom around, and we can pan across the photo like that. We can do the same with the Opera browser, which I'll just skip to here, internet, and we can click on there, HTC Quietly Brilliant, and then we go search. We can either search for things or we can type in on the address bar at the top here. So I'm just going to type in the URL that I want. As you can see, I'm doing this one-handed. I've spelled smart wrong. I can rotate the handset around whilst I type this, by the way, and we'll see, there we go, that it keeps the URL in, and I can use 2 fingers on this one. The .com key, it's very useful on the bottom left here, and then we press enter to go to that URL, and we can do the zoom out, zoom in feature. Let's just press enter again, because I think I freaked it out there by tapping on the main screen and probably stopped the load of the page. And there we go, we can see cool smartphone, and we can browse around. We can zoom in like this. It's very, very easy to use that. We can tap on the bottom right here, we can open up a new tab. Oops, new tab, and I can go to Google, and then you'll see that I've got two tabs. It says number 2 there. So it's the 40th anniversary of Sesame Street, there's the count, and we've got cool smartphone, and we've got Google on the bottom there. We can press down here, we can get history, saved pages. I'm going to say that I want cool smartphone to be a favourite, so I'm going to come back to the cool smartphone tab, press the favourite star, press add favourites, give it a name, I'm going to say cool smartphone, then done. Then I can go back to the main home screen here, and I'm going to go, let's just place it down on the desk, go back to the internet tab, click on add, and then choose cool smartphone, and then perhaps over here I'm going to choose BBC, and then there's more. You can add more and more in down here. Obviously the most important you'll put at the top, but you can add more and more on there, or you can just go ahead and search directly from this browser. We did have a question earlier, and I'm going to try this again now. If I do a search for YouTube straight from the internet tab, and we go into YouTube itself, it's going to load up here. Now, it's detected that I'm in the UK, which is correct. Now, I'm going to click on this news story from 1989 about the Berlin Wall falling. And you can see this is the issue that we saw earlier, that it's asking me to install the Flash player on Adobe. So Flash doesn't seem to be integrated into the browser itself, but you still can get to it through here and going through the YouTube application this way instead, which isn't ideal, but it will still let you work. So we can do a search here and put in Berlin Wall. But again, I have been informed since I started doing these videos that this isn't the final version of the software. So I'm putting in Berlin Wall there, it's guessing the words I want, and we'll do a search, and then we can watch the Berlin Wall falling on the inbuilt YouTube application within the phone itself. Just buffering. Obviously my home broadband, even though it's the ADSL2, isn't quite fast enough for this particular video. And press play down here. So we can see the Berlin Wall falling there. And if we go into people, we can add people in. I didn't show you this, but if I say, like, I want to add a person, I haven't got a contact, I'm just going to show you how easy it is to add a contact. First name, let's call Joe Smith. Again, this is all one-fingered typing, really easy to do. I can scroll down, put Joe's mobile number in. It switches automatically to the numeric keypad, which is excellent. Email, it's joe@smith.com. This capacitive screen is fantastic for typing, I must say. Very easy to do. I can give Joe his own ringtone, so I know that it's Joe. I'm going to choose Speedy, because Joe likes his motor racing. The company that he works for, I can put in there. I can put his home address, his office address, his birthday, and that will remind me when his birthday comes around. And I can link him with a Facebook account, so I can link him directly into the Facebook account. If I press more, I go into the old-fashioned Microsoft Outlook contact screen. And then Joe's added in. I can also give Joe a picture. So if I click on his picture up here, when I go view contact card, then I can give Joe a picture. Let's say you can have one of these stock images here, or you can take a picture and choose a picture for Joe. Here you can see I've got a picture of a dog. Let's say that's Joe's dog, and I can basically move the picture around so that it's a perfect fit. Choose done, and then there's Joe, look, on the top left. And we can add in plenty of extra favourites, and then it's just a matter of going bang, and then you'll get into Joe's contact card straight away. Here down the bottom you can see that's Joe's contact details, and we can see here the text messages that I've sent to Joe and Joe sent to me, any attachments, emails, any email conversations we've had with each other, any events. We can look at Joe's recent Facebook details, and it basically integrates all of the communication between me and Joe all on one page, separated with tabs. And then there's the call history, of course. So it's a fantastic way to keep control and keep track of your contacts. Here on the messages tab, we've got a missed call. We've got, let's just see if I can just get that message up for you. We can create a new message. Here we go. I can just type in the number or the name, so I'm going to type in Joe, and there we go, it's come up with Joe. I can either email Joe or text him, and I'll just go, hello Joe, and again I can flick it round. Let's just do that. Hello Joe, fancy, whoops, I've just typed in a load of old rubbish there. Let's just delete that. If I can press the delete key instead of the wrong key there. Fancy nickel, fancy a drink. Actually, sometimes I find that just typing in the portrait style is probably easier, because I get more space, I can see what I'm doing, and it is quite easy to do. So there you go, hi Joe, fancy a drink, and send that, and off it goes, and then it will group everything together. Email accounts, here you can add in email accounts. Just tap to add one in. You can go in, add fairly quickly. There you can see a message has come in from Joe. We've got Google Mail, AOL Mail, other. We can go into, there's a browser tab. Here's the calendar. Now I can add in appointments here. Put in a new appointment. Title, coffee meeting. Location, London. Start time, there we go, we can add in a start time. I'll say that it's very easy to add. Look at this, that's something you never thought you'd see on Windows Mobile. A very easy to use calendar setting. 12:30 all day, whenever you want, all day or 12:30. Does it repeat? When do you want to be reminded? Required attendee. You can add in Joe. I need to have Joe attending that meeting, please. I want my status marked as busy, which category it's in. Choose done, and then I've got an appointment on my calendar. It goes green there, and we can see coffee meeting all day. Click on it, get the details, and it will remind me when it comes up. Fantastic way of keeping track of your appointments. You've got a week view, that month view that we just saw. We've got day view along with the weather. We've got some settings we can add in, such as the day of the week and what reminder you want to have play. In the stocks and shares settings here, we can have a look and add and tweak the settings that we want in here, so you can change the stocks if you wish. The music tab we've already seen, you can add in your own music and flick between it. And of course you put your 3.5mm audio cable in the bottom. the weather, which we've already seen. Here's the Twitter tab, which I'm just going to put in my details here. I'm just not going to show you this bit, but I just put in my details. My password is password. Not really, I'm only joking. Log in. Now, this is going to log in. Let me just try it again, because I think I actually did type something wrong there, which is not unusual. Now, it seems we've lost Wi-Fi connection here, but it's a good time to show you the Wi-Fi connection. If I just connect on the Wi-Fi hotspot that I want to connect to here, it'll do a bit of searching and it'll connect me straight in. There we go. So I'm just going to try logging in on Twitter again now, and it should actually connect this time. That's better. Now it's downloading the tweets. As you can see, there's a few fingerprints on this screen, and you can see, you can hear the sound there to tell you that there's been some updates. So just scroll up and down here, and I can see all the tweets that people have been making. HTC have just tweeted that lots of people are liking the droid errors, and you can have a look at your replies, your direct messages, your favourite tweets, and a lot more besides. You can retweet, add a new tweet, change your profile, do some searching, and stacks more. We've seen the HTC Footprints before. We can have a look at some of our favourite places that we've been to. You can basically add in footprints, so it's basically places that you've been. You can take a photo or something, like let's say I'm taking a photo of my desk here. It'll locate where I am, and then it will let me add in a little bit of a description. This is my desk. It's a fantastic desk. I loved the way that it looked like a desk. And then you can sort of add that in to remind you about the location, what it looked like and where it was in the world. So it's a good way of just tracking where you've been. We've already seen the personalization of the backdrop, wireless controls, sounds and displays, location, security, manage applications, date and time, and the other settings here. And there's a Windows Mobile 6.5 interface as well, with good old Internet Explorer still there. Takes a while to render, but once it has rendered, it's not bad. It's a lot better than it was before, but it's not a patch on Opera, unfortunately. There we go. I think it's already remembered what page I want. So if we just see it loading up Cool Smartphone now, and you can see it takes a while. This is the first time it's ever browsed to it. It's still not loaded it. It's still not loaded it. I'm going to place it down on the desk, and it's still not loaded it as yet. And there we go. But we've got Internet Explorer on there as well. Unfortunately, no multi-touch on that particular application. But that pretty much is it for the HTC HD2. I'm sorry that we didn't get to go over Copilot, but that is a fantastic sat-nav GPS software. If it is included in the HTC HD2 that you're looking at, then by all means grab that. And that is really the last day and the last few minutes I've got with this handset. So I hope we've covered as much as we can, and sorry if your question hasn't been answered, but that's unfortunately the time we have.